2.5 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, the world as we know it changed. Agendas were ramped up. People who necessarily didn't get a voice had a voice. And a few elitists set and plan a motion to wrest control away from the people. And they did it, allegedly, through the works of an infection. We'll just call it what it is, an infection. And people changed their lives around. But now here we are 2.5 years later. And unfortunately, a lot of the narratives have been debunked, and now we sit here on the precipice of midterm elections. And a lot of us called out that if we do not sound the alarm and tell people what this really was about, people will not be educated. And certain narratives were going to go away because they feel as though they've done their job. Yes, folks, this is the B1 Night Rider. We are live. How's everybody doing today? Hope you all are doing well. Let's just begin where we begin. That is what outside looks like right now. It's sunny, and I think it was going to be what the news said. I think it's 82 degrees today. I only went out briefly. And yes, that is my face, because you did not see my face last week because I was still recovering. But we're a week. Well, now we're a week here. And it was fun. That was fun. I would share y'all pictures of me in the hospital bed, but nah, y'all don't want to see that. Let's see. PD Chicago B1. Hello. Yes. So, what are we talking about today, folks, with that little bit of a monologue? Oh, I'm going to get in trouble today, folks. Because we're going to talk about it. You saw the titles, Thursday Talks, the coffee venereal disease and Devoe shot. Oh, we're going to talk. I'm going to be very careful on how I say certain things here today because I don't want YouTube coming after me, even though they changed their rules recently on this medical misinformation. Is where I'm going to start. Now, back in last September, YouTube, well, we'll go even further back. When this whole situation started, YouTube was on a mission to make sure that people do not put out information that was just not true. And your boy got hit. Oh, yes, I did. I got hit. I got hit because I did a video saying that if you wash your hands, you won't get it, or you'll cure yourself of it. And they got upset and took my video down, even though I appealed it and it didn't say anything wrong in there. I'm guessing from what my wife told me, it was probably the way I titled it. But that's all right. So here we are, folks. This is where we're at with it. So we're on the Post website. And it says YouTube bans all anti-V content, not just coffee venereal disease related. So YouTube is banning several prominent anti-Vs from its site, including RFK Jr., and will delete all content that suggests approved rooms are harmful or don't work, the company said Wednesday. The online video platform, which is owned by Google, said in a blog post it is cracking down on content that falsely claims vroom vrooms can cause chronic health effects. Put a pin in that, folks. We're gonna have fun. It is also targeting content that includes misinformation on the content of approved vroom vrooms. The new ban applies to all vroom vrooms, not just those for coffee venereal disease. Among the channels being removed under new policy is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Children Health Defense Fund, a YouTube spokesperson told the Post. Channels belonging to author Joseph Mercola, health blogger Erin Elizabeth, and Ohio doctor Sherry Tenpenny are also being removed. Instagram yanked RFK Jr.'s account back in February over his bogus coffee venereal disease claims. YouTube has already put in place a similar ban related to coffee venereal disease, vroom vroom misinformation, and the pandemic. The company said it is putting the wider ban in place after seeing false claims about the coffee venereal disease, vroom vroom spread to misinformation about vroom vrooms in general. And we got some weird lady in New York who told everyone she don't eat meat and she does not take things from children. So this was 2021. But back in 2020, like I said, they took down my video. They took down a lot of videos pertaining to that. I think even Jason Black got hit one day for one of his videos. But then we fast forward, folks. We fast forward. And YouTube changed the policy. Yes, they did. Oh, they changed it. They said that it was okay now because we're near the midterms. So you guys can talk about that now. But yeah. So let's see. I think it was this. Was it this? No, this was the original. But yeah, I think it was I want to say April. They changed it around. Like somebody had done a video showing where they changed the text on how you can post information relating to things like this. Yes, sir, free breather. Welcome. Yes, vroom vrooms. You will call it vroom vrooms. I call it the Bell Biv Devoe because it's poison, allegedly. You guys just create whatever words you want. I just have my things that I call it. But yes, I mean, it's crazy that we were told that if you do this, you go back to a normal life. Oh, I know they're not. I know they're not. But for all intents and purposes, for news purposes here, we're going to call them what they have been labeled as. Vroom vrooms. We know what they do. If you've done your research, you know what they do. I can't really explain it here. Maybe I'll do a Patreon only stream. By the way, you should be on my Patreon. Let's look up Kid Gravity Beyond on Patreon and subscribe. You got 3 levels. It's a beautiful thing. I will start doing more Patreon centric content over there. But yes, I dare not say what it's here, but no, cannot do that. Free Breather asked, what did you take? Pfizer and Moderna. I took none, sir. My wife, and my daughter, we are pure bloods. No vroom vroom. I was on the wave when it first started, and I vowed to my family, and we sat down together. Well, my wife and I, because the baby was just a baby. She can't talk. But I said, we're not taking this. And my wife considered it, but then she didn't like the way that they were almost putting it in your face, forcing you to get it. She doesn't like to be forced to do things that she does not want to do. So she said, nah. Plus, I had gotten with a group while I was on Clubhouse who were exposing a lot of the stuff that were within this. So I said, nah, we're not doing this. And, not near one of us caught it. So there's that. We changed our diets a little bit, ate more whole foods, a little healthier, more walking, more fresh air. We moved down south. And yeah, we've escaped it. So, credit to the maker, credit to the maker. But Darcy and brother, hello, shalom. I saw you up in that other chat room. I'll talk about that before we do the Twitter stuff because that was wild. But yeah, back to the show. Yes, sir. So, like I said, YouTube changed their policy, so you can talk about it, but you can't go obviously saying that they're doing something destructive because they'll just pull the video. But you can have criticisms now. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have criticisms. Now, for those who have been with the channel before it was monetized, I had done, I think it was 3 videos outlining what the Pfizer dump, the adverse reactions, and Lord have mercy, go watch that video. I'm going to, I'm going to pull it up for you guys. We're going to watch it together. We're just going to go for broke today. We're going to go for broke today. I'm happy. Any day above ground, live it. We're going to go for broke today. That's some good news today, folks. That's some good news today. By the way, shout out to sorry. When these things just pop up. Shout out to my computer's running. Codified Trucking and Flournoy for being Patreons. Again, if you want to be a Patreon member, the link is patreon.com/kidgravity. Go over there. I will be doing exclusive content. Over there. Yo 103. Shalom, Kid Gravity. I did the same thing too. I did not take the thing. Good for you to continue to stay healthy. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Because I don't know how I would be functioning right now, especially with that surgery I just did last week, if I had it. I don't know how I would have been functioning. But yeah. What was I saying? Yes, we're going to watch that video that I did months ago about the Pfizer dump. Because that was scary. What I read. And what I told the people. Now, this one was about the dump that showed the efficacy rate of the room. And wait till you hear what the efficacy rate of the room is. Let's get rid of this and give a little bit of this. I talking to myself. I'm going to hear myself. So let's go.
I think they're just trolling at this point. Well, first they lied. Now they're trolling. Hey, y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Hope everybody had a great Mother's Day, or what I like to call Parents' Day 1. Shout out to Taisha Essex, by the way. She doesn't celebrate that, but, I forgot what she coined it. I guess it's like anti-Mother's Day or something, but, I'll be nice for the alternative folk. So I'll just say Happy Parents' Day 1. But folks, let's talk about it. So 4 days ago, Pfizer dumped 80,000 pages of Devoe research on the internet. Because, of course, they tried to hide it for 75 years. The government said, no, sir, you have to continually and consistently disclose your information. You know, Freedom of Information Act and all that. I read through the Cliff Notes, folks. And you already know, if you look on this channel, I've done videos on this. So this is not a new concept for me. But this here, this is alarming. I want to show y'all something. Make sure you have a trash can near you. Now, I don't know who wrote the original article because this section shows up in a lot of websites, but it doesn't make it any less damning. Yeah, so it says, you probably didn't know that Pfizer dumped 80,000 pages of documents this week. That's because the American corporate media refused to cover it. And that's because almost all of them took money from the Biden regime to promote the experimental Devoes and kill any critical coverage of them. Anyway, it turns out that Pfizer's coffee venereal disease Devoe was not 95% effective. The data shows that it has a 12% efficacy rate. And if you go down a little bit, this is something that I highlighted. There were no human clinical trials to determine if the experimental coffee venereal disease Devoe were safe for pregnant women. They were excluded from all the trials. Have y'all woken up yet? Have y'all awakened yet? Folks, y'all cannot keep falling for these trick bags, man. I don't care if you want to go fly international and be on a beach somewhere just so you can have an experience to remember. It's kind of hard to remember something when you're either fighting for your life or you've transitioned. For 2 years, almost, we have told you, we don't care if you get the Devoe. Do your research. Don't make an emotional decision on something that can potentially change your life. But the first thing in psychological warfare is most people are going to remember the first thing that you said or done. This here, you heard these quote unquote health professionals tell you that if you get this, you can't get the coffee venereal disease anymore. We all remember when they said that. It tricked people to thinking, okay, if this miracle shot is going to give us the ability to go back to a normal life. And people were waiting on it. They were like, you got to bring this out. Let's go. I need to get back to a normal life. Okay. That hasn't worked out well now. How does it? Interesting. They love to have said it was the war against the purebloods because us purebloods said, let me do my research. Let me make sure everything is on the up and up before I make this critical decision. Because it's not only going to affect me, it's going to affect those that love me and are around me. And when we saw what they were putting out as reliable information, we said, I'll take my chances with the sun outside. I'll take the chances with this vitamin D. Let me get my supplements. Let me eat better. Let me do a little more exercising. Do little things to change around my lifestyle, bathe a little bit more. This was a shot at those people, all the white people online talking about something, oh, I ain't shower in a month. Y'all some dirty mouth, but this ain't what this is about. And for us purebloods, folks, I started this back in 2018, though, because I felt like crap one day and I said, you know what, I got to change. And I'm sorry, 2019. And I got to change. So I spent basically now 3 years revamping myself, taking out a lot of fast food. If I do order food outside, I make sure to get it from a restaurant because at least I know when that order's in, they're making it fresh. Unless you go to a Jamaican restaurant, they already got in the steam table. We're not going there with that. Not today. But for the most part, ease back on the beef, do more lean proteins, things like that. More walking, drop 20 something pounds. I feel a lot better, and just keep going. But the point is, you watch people say, listen, I want to go back to normal. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And they decide to put something in their body that they can't erase. Can't erase this. This is an mRNA. It goes into your DNA and changes it. And I also did the other video where I showed the adverse reactions to the Devoe. Everything from lupus to HIV to false positives on AIDS. I mean, for a whole bunch of people that go online and look up things, you didn't look this up. You didn't deep dive this. But hopefully now you guys will wake up. Not everybody's to be trusted. Hell, don't trust me. I'll leave the link in the description box. You read it for yourself. But anyway, let me get up out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different.
So there you go. The data, the DNA changing Devoes are here. And they knew this. And the disinformation dozen, including shout out to Rizza Islam, told people, hey, we're giving you the information. You can do with it what you want. Just don't censor the information. Let people make their own decisions. They sought to actively discredit it. And now all the information's coming out, all the social media giants. You can say the words now and not get hit. Now, when I did that video, it was still in the throes of, if you say something controversial against it, they could take your video down, which is why I kept using all the code words, but they actively throttled the hell out the video, because the first one I did, when I did the adverse reaction dump, that got 2,000 views. And then when that was the follow-up to it, I only got 150. So they actively throttled it. But it's neither here nor there. The point is, they figured out there was enough sheep in the world that did not realize that you had a beautiful life before this, and you did not fight to maintain that. You fought to make sure that you could create a new normal. And that's scary. Because if you didn't take this thing, you got called every name but a child of God. You're irresponsible. You don't care about your loved ones. You ain't ish. People lost their jobs over this. Anybody want to go look up them Houston hospitals? New York City, they don't even have people in these offices working because they won't get it. Now all of a sudden we're 2 months away from these midterms, and now everybody says, nah. We don't mention it no more. It is what it is. Now, the other concerning thing to why people didn't want to get it was women. Women wanted to get pregnant. People were home. People were on lockdowns, and people were working from home, and people wanted to start families. So consistently, I kept seeing online women saying, hey, I went to my doctor, asked him, hey, is this safe? Because I'm trying to get pregnant. Is it safe? And to their credit, a lot of doctors say, I wouldn't do it because you're pregnant. We don't know what the effects are. I wouldn't do it. But a lot of them said, nah, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Well, apparently people were saying that it's not okay. And YouTube, what I'm about to put up is a verified source. So don't come up in here trying to flag my video or take it down because I'm putting out wrong information. I don't want to hear that crap in my studio. I don't want to read that. So this is on International Business Times. Now this is over there in Asia. So it says, fact check, Pfizer vroom vroom data given to FDA shows 97% of VED pregnant women lost their children. Now they're claiming that this is fake. This was fake. This was fake. Yet you could have gone on Twitter and seen women put up their stories of losing their children because they took this. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Now, this is where they fact checked it and said claims made in the article about the vroom vroom from Pfizer are false. The report attributed its claims to the recent vroom vroom adverse event reporting system, or VAERS, but an independent analysis of the VAERS report doesn't duplicate the claim made in the report, which claimed 4,202 fetal deaths following coffee venereal disease. Quote, to date, FDA and CDC have not identified any safety signals for harm to fetuses following administration of the FDA approved and authorized coffee venereal disease vroom vroom. As with all vroom vrooms, including coffee venereal disease vroom vrooms, we will continue to carefully monitor the vacations for safety, said FDA in a June 2022 email to lead stories proving the report false. Proving the report false. Interesting. Interesting. So this is more about who's telling the truth. Who is telling the truth, ladies and gentlemen? We don't know. I wanted to do this because I also predicted a year ago that they were going to blame Trump for this. Because if you remember, during the campaign trail, when he was starting to push this out, all those Democrats and all his haters kept saying, we're not going to take something because Donald Trump said it. We're not going to do that. I need to see all the data. I need to see the truth. Okay. He loses, then it's full speed ahead. We got to trust it. Fauci is king. I bow at his altar. Now, here we are, 2 months before the midterms. Everybody's still waiting on bated breath if Trump is going to announce he's going to run. They're trying to throw him in jail. And we have this. House panel. Trump sought to pressure FDA on coffee venereal disease vroom vrooms and treatment. Now, all of a sudden, the report offers fresh details about that campaign and how it rattled agency officials. All of a sudden, now everybody's going to get thrown under the bus because people have gotten sick, people have passed away, and they need to blame somebody. And they're going to say the person who was in charge of it at the beginning should be blamed for it. That's like saying you buy a restaurant from somebody when it was successful for years, you take it over, and within a year, you're failing business, and you blame the previous owner. Interesting. But let's read. Trump officials repeatedly stalled the Food and Drug Administration's plan to extend safety studies of C vroom rooms in fall 2020 as President Donald Trump pressed the agency for a faster timeline so the vroom rooms could be authorized before Election Day. According to emails, text messages, and interviews by a congressional panel probing the pandemic response. So y'all had 2 years to put this out, and y'all just waited 2 weeks ago to put it out. 2.5 weeks before the midterms to put this. 2.5 months before the midterms to put this out. All right, you got it. White House officials such as trade advisor Peter Navarro and outside allies such as TV host and physician Mehmet Oz also pressed federal officials in 2020 to authorize the anti-malarial drug hydrochloroquine as a CV treatment, with Navarro and the deputy working behind the scenes to have a hospital craft a request to the FDA for widespread access to the debunked therapy touted by Trump. The House Select Subcommittee on the Corona crisis concluded in a report released Wednesday. All right, I fucked up already. Okay, funny thing. So it was debunked, correct? That what they said, right? It's funny because I could be wrong, but yeah. I seem to remember Mexico put down an edict that they were going to use this hydrochloroquine to stop with their CV-19. I'll put that in the chat as well. I'm not going to stay long today, folks. I don't want the bots coming around here and realizing what I'm doing and then coming to come get me. But yeah, y'all can go read that for yourself. But it was debunked, but people used it and they were fine. But that's okay. We can't do that. All right. The report adds new details to the contemporaneous reports about the Trump White House's efforts to sway the FDA in the first year of the pandemic, a pressure campaign that rattled agency officials and threatened to undermine confidence in vroom rooms and other medical treatments. Former Commissioner Stephen Hahn told the panel, quote, I felt very strongly about the fact that our scientists had created this guidance. I totally support the science and the clinical data behind it, and I objected to any suggestion that it be changed. Hahn said in a January 2022 interview that the panel made newly public. I also felt any changes would be obviously reported and would further reduce room confidence. Right. I can't read no more. They set us up, folks. I can't read no more. They set us up. I can't read no more. We got played for fools. And I don't like us being played for fools. We were told, do this, you'll be normal. We told you that it was not going to be normal, and y'all still sat up there and forced it on us, and now here we are. We've lost loved ones. We've lost time. We've lost money. And it sucks. But like I said, I'm not going to stay too much on this topic. I'd probably do another one, go more in depth on Patreon. But let's get into Twitter stuff. All right, we're in Twitter stuff now. If this is your first time here, this is where the bookmarks of Twitter that I have kept for an entire week, we go through it and we analyze it. So we're going to begin. Shout out to Nas Escobar. He put this up on his page. We got to talk about this. Now, tomorrow, The Woman King comes out. I am not going to go see that movie because I'm tired of seeing slave movies. I am not going to see it. Even though there's a girl in there that I like, I'm not going to go see it. Now, this is Viola Davis at the Toronto International Film Festival talking about the movie. And listen in particular to what she said about films with leading Black women.
It will just be a moment if people don't come see the movie.
Hey, you heard?
Okay?
That's right.
Because you're sending a very clear message to a machine called Hollywood. A machine called Hollywood is interested in green. So if you don't come see it, then you're sending a message that Black women cannot lead the box office globally. That you are supporting that narrative. And if you want to normalize it, come see it the same way you would, the same way you would Black Panther,
Spider-Man.
Iron Man, Spider-Man, or any other movie that doesn't have any of us in it, or one or two of us in it. It will just be a moment if people don't come see the movie.
Okay, what did y'all think about what she said? I think she's talking out of her rear. Now, in another video, she said that she called her character a superhero. No, sir. We don't do this. Ma'am, we're not going to sit up there and throw away hard-earned money to go watch your character and other Black people fight other Black people for control of enslaving Black people. Not happening. This notion that it's going to be our fault if we don't go out here and support this move, we're doing Black people a disservice. We're not going to do this. Not today. Because I'm about to debunk you. Because this is what I do. PD Chicago B1 said she's trying to shame people in the scene and I pass. I am not buying tickets for this, and my kid will not go see it. My wife will not go see it. We're not doing this because we're going to play the game, folks. Let's play the game. A Viola, Miss Ma'am. They say you are ADOS. Let's play the game. Ma'am, I'm going to pull up 17 must-watch films led by Black women, featuring powerful characters. We're going to go through this list and see which ones made money. Now, they have put up Harriet, which was trash, Hidden Figures, which we already know that was propaganda league, and Us. Us was a very good movie, and it made money. Let's go down. Widows. Now, I remember this. This was her movie. I think she was married to Liam Neeson. Yeah, no, didn't see it. Hidden Figures made money. Guess what? Even though it was propaganda, it made money. It led at the box office. Yes, it did. Now, I don't know why this says somebody doesn't know how to count. Black and Blue. I mean, it's on TV now. It was okay. Those are the greatest. Harriet, terrible. Us, as I said, made money. It was the #1 movie at the box office the weekend it came out. So stop. Gothica, underrated movie. It was underrated at the time because Halle Berry kind of fell off a little bit at that point. This kind of helped get her resurgence back. Color Purple, I'm not sure what the box office was that then, but I'm sure a lot of people went to go see it. The Help, there you go.
I remember the hype of this movie. People went to go see it. Precious. Hey, Precious was an independent movie. And guess what? Monique got an Oscar out of it. Girls Trip. Y'all hyped the hell out this project. And it went number 1 that weekend. Fire Telling Lies. Black Panther. I won't say that was black female led, but here we go. Well, I guess technically you could say that because there were 2 black men, 3 that were in the top echelon of the movie. Number 1, Beale Street could talk. Call, not really. This American Son was terrible because it was on Netflix. It was terrible. Beats of the Southern Wild, don't know what that is. Anita, I think I remember this. Breaking In. Yes, I think this was the one with Idris Elba. No, that was the other one. That was the other one. So there's films out there that black women have led that have been successful. So don't tell that lie. Quasi Blackstar. Hello, B1. Let's go back to Twitter things. Because I don't like her telling lies like that. Let's move on. Okay. They're racing blindfolded. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, Jesus. Wait, we got to play this again. Wait. Oh, no. Run. Oh, shit. Guyana, what y'all doing? What y'all doing down there in Guyana? That looked like I hurt. I ain't gonna hold you. That looked like it hurt. Okay, Prince Andrew. Here we go. Son, you did this on TV.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh, dog, you couldn't even wait till you got home. Human being. Look at that. You shagger you. That's what they call him over there. You shagger you. Can't play that. That's a fight. People were making 9/11 jokes all week. I ain't with that, man. Y'all want to hear people yell at each other on Twitter Spaces? Close your phones down, your phone volume down a little bit before you play this. There was a lot of yelling.
Fuck it. Fuck that. Fuck it. And also to my Africans, stop being on some bullshit, because we do be on some bullshit. Y'all be on some bullshit. So I just wanted to say that on the record. Stop being on fuck shit. But right now, the big bad wolf is Tariq Nasheed. We gotta take his ass down. We gotta discredit him. We have the numbers. We can fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you Negroes.
With that, I digress. We're gonna let Mr. Banyara come through.
You Negroes, man. You Negroes need hobbies. Real talk. You Negroes need to go on a grass. Y'all need to go do soapbox derbies again. You Negroes need to go fly some kites. And I'm not being insulting when I say go fly a kite. You Negroes need to go fly some kites, because you Negroes need help. Y'all are mad at this man for what this man is doing and what people follow him for. Y'all are this upset. Y'all need help. Explain this to me. This is why we don't play like this. See, okay, black folks. You know what would happen if you got your friend a drink and you put a pregnancy test in there? Even if you had the cap on, you might lose your best friend that day. We don't play like this. Now, this woman thought it was funny to do this to one of her friends. I'm just gonna play it.
for like 7 years. All right.
Hi. Thank you. They were out of straws, so they just gave me like a stir. It's okay, we can just stir. Is it a spoon? It's like a stir spoon, I think. Right. This is great. Wow. It's so cute. Scoop, like, well, yeah, I'd love to. Here, let me just scoop it. Yeah, scoop it.
Why would you?
Take a spoonful. Here, I'll give it to you. Okay. Yum! Great. Are you sure you don't want any? Yeah. You don't want any? Okay. Okay, now like hold up the spoon for me in the photo. Okay.
Son!
Do you see what?
Son!
I'll hold it for you. No, turn around the spoon.
Son!
Turn the spoon around. Are you pregnant? Am I pregnant? You're pregnant. I am? Did you sneak this into the toilet?
I think this is probably the only time I'm going to allow this past black lines. But this deserves it.
Brody, look! Niggas be wildin'!
What kind of friend are you? Who does this? This is not cool. I just finished talking about how this world has actively tried to change people's lives via DNA and hygiene and all this. And you do this to one of your friends for TikTok/IG/Twitter clout. Why would you? But again, these are the same people who went on film all last year saying they, unless their kids stink, they're not going to bathe them. Did what they said. White people. Oh, white people. Played that. Yeah.
Of ganja cakes.
Ganja cakes.
I'm sure people are going to get this confused. If you look it up, it's basically mosquito hamburgers or mosquito meatloaf. And in certain regions in Africa, there's certain tribes where in these areas, the density of mosquitoes gets so thick that they get these pots and they just swing it around and they start gathering mosquitoes. And it's so dense. The mosquito population is so dense that they can gather enough to make patties of mosquitoes.
Yeah, an American apparently actually tried it too. And he said it was kind of weird taste. He said it had like a fishy meat taste, like raw meat almost.
You ever
I don't understand how billion plus people can let themselves get exploited like this. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be exploited as a human being, but come on, folks. You see a camera crew, white person come over there and they want to know your culture. You better know there's a slant coming. How, folks? Africans want to run around here talking about how they're the model minority and this, that, and the third. Black Americans ain't got no culture. Oh, I'm going to run for office and eliminate Black History Month. Oh, I'm half Nigerian and I'm a conservative and black people are terrible. But y'all allow this to be the image of your people. Are you insane? But then you'll be the same people sitting up there lionizing a dead white woman because she wore a crown on her head. We're not the same, folks. Y'all Africans are so pissed off at Tariq Nasheed. Y'all not pissed at white folk for making y'all look like this on film so he'd have something to roast you about. You're mad at that man for making a joke when they actively put you on film to embarrass you. The white man who went over there partook of your culture and made a face. We are not the same. And you have, I'm assuming this guy's Mexican and a white guy basically making fun of you, but they're doing it politically correct. We're not the same, folks. All right, what y'all feel about this here?
Ever eaten on my food adventure journey. An entire watermelon is scored, brined, and then smoked exactly like a ham. What you get is a great melding of sweet, smoky, and salty. Your brain will not understand, but your mouth will be happy. This smoke.
What y'all feel about this? Now, I saw this years ago on Facebook. What y'all feel about a smoked watermelon ham? Me personally, I don't like warm watermelon. That's just me. There's just something about that. I ain't with this. But again, you know, white people, they'll do anything. I just hope he seasoned it. That's my only concern. I hope he seasoned it. Yeah, Granny.
It's against the law.
Now, this woman recording is an Uber driver who dropped off food, and I'm guessing this woman jumped in the car and tried to take the food. And here we are. Granny went to go regulate. Still Kevin Trees. Hello. That sounds nasty as F. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Me again, hot fruit. Nah. I can't do smoked watermelon, pineapple on pizza. I can't do it. All right, PD Chicago, you the same way. I can't do it. Fruit got to be cold. I mean, hell, even when we make our fruity syrups, we still cool it down. We don't serve it hot. I can't do it. But let's see what this white woman, let me see how she turned up.
They're not allowed to have anybody in their car.
I'm just an Uber driver, ma'am.
Yeah.
Look at that face. That face will get you slapped.
I'm having a terrible time. They delivered her food. They forgot the soda. Jenny jumped in the car, and she won't get out of the lady's car. I'm going to have to call the police.
She might be disturbed.
She's right here.
Hello.
Yeah, I think she might be disturbed.
You can't sit in that person's car. That's just a delivery driver. You can't sit in that car.
Why? Because you can't. She just told you.
Or
you
she's
can't
drunk.
Do it.
You can't sit in that car, Mom. That's just a delivery driver. You don't know her. You have to get out of their car.
You can get in serious trouble.
And you're probably scaring the daylights out of that poor person.
I don't think so.
She might be drunk.
Crystal, I'm going to have to call the police if she doesn't come on. Get the fuck out of the car!
Oh, there it is.
Get out! Get out now! God damn it! Get out! Get out now!
Get out.
Get in that house.
Thank you, ma'am.
Get in the house.
Okay, Granny turned up. Is she crazy? She could be, or she could be drunk. I might go with the former. She might have had an episode, but it seems like they've dealt with this before, so you know, it is what it is. Check on your people. That's all I gotta say. Check on your people. Yeah. No music. Okay. No music. This is the queen allegedly throwing stuff at poor black people in Africa. Yeah. I'm not going to do them like that. Nah. Here we go.
What is going on here?
She made me feel comfortable in this country. She provided everything for me.
Are you insane? Are you insane? Are you insane? Are you insane? Ma'am, it's not that serious. I bet you wouldn't even be crying over your own people like this. Ma'am, what are you crying for? You and your husband. Oh, don't worry. The daughter's not getting any sympathy from me on this one because she ain't shit for putting this up. I'm glad she did, but she ain't shit for this. How you gonna embarrass your parents like this? That whole family they need to get on code. They need a crash course on how to get on code. We're not crying for this woman. Now y'all sound like y'all from the Caribbean, so you should know what she's done down there. But y'all probably let it bypass because she was the sovereign of your nation. Y'all can kiss my ass. Nah, all three of y'all can go to hell. Let's continue. This broad boy.
My name is Stacey Abrams, and I would like to be your next governor in the great state of Georgia. I believe in all of Georgia. I believe that every young person should have a chance to go to a school that is fully funded, where everyone who wants to start a small business has the resources to do so, when everyone who graduates from our high schools can go to our colleges regardless of their documentation status. I want to invest in you and your future. I want to invest in your children, your families, your businesses, and all of us. That I need you to get out and vote. And even if you can't vote, you know someone who can speak up for you. I'm here today and I'll be there tomorrow with your help. So let's get it done. And gracias for having me.
Sí, señor. Yes, señorita. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steakhouse Abrams. We gonna not vote for you, but thank you for coming out and trying the Baraka tacos, the Baracha tacos. Thank you. I mean, did you try the Coast Head one? The Coast Head one, that's the best one we have. Yes. Yeah. You know, if I did like black women, you know, mujeres negras. I mean, I would rub all down your leg. Yeah. But I like Marisol. Yes, man. If she don't go sit down somewhere, folks, wasn't it just like 2 weeks ago she was talking to black men, black businessmen? Did she not do this? Now she running over to them Latinos, man. So she gonna do everything for them, but when it come to us, she gonna actively try to shut us down, man. If y'all don't go somewhere, man, if y'all fall for this and vote her, and y'all deserve everything you get. Y'all deserve every goddamn thing you get. She is pandering to y'all, and y'all are sitting up here letting that shit happen. Y'all deserve everything you get. I am not gonna show that. But it's basically a nursing home, hired stripper for seniors in wheelchairs. Nursing home. Yeah. How did you not think that was going to be a good idea? Here we go. Y'all like this. Just watch it to the end. Wait a minute. By the way, before we do that, hey Stacy, you got to get this. You got shit. Did I put it up here? Oh, fuck. All right. I'm gonna have to switch it. I just have to switch it to yellow for a second. Cause we got to do it.
Sorry, triple cool.
Answer. Oh, Stacy. Steakhouse Abrams. Shout out to Steakhouse Abrams. But let's finish this video. Now this guy, there it is. Doing somebody here using all them electronics, and that thing just blew up, folks. It just blew up. Do it yourself. That's what I say. Do it yourself. We're gonna watch it again. I hope everybody involved is okay. I'm not making light of that. It's just kind of sucks that happened. Why'd it go back so far? God, dog. Okay. It went back way too far. Yeah, let's just talk about this real quick before I go back down. So it says, musical about the life and legacy of sports icon Muhammad Ali coming to Broadway. Now, I heard about this a year ago, so I guess they're finally going through with it. Yeah, we all know there's a British state theater actor on the way to portray Muhammad Ali, and it's not going to have any sizzle with the quotes. No sizzle. No sizzle. No sizzle. But yeah. So if y'all don't know, this next clip has a little bit of context today. Now, it has just come down the wire that Don Lemon is out at CNN primetime. He hasn't left the company yet, but he is no longer going to be a nighttime anchor. They have moved him to the day. They have done a shakeup of their anchors, and he has lost his coveted primetime gig. So the Negro will have to be up earlier than usual, which signals that he's on his way out the door, because he's not going to go for that. He's not going to go for that. You love to see it. You love to see it. But this is him talking to a British woman about reparations. And folk, when you hear what this man, let this British woman say, you will be sick.
Have all of this vast wealth. Those are legitimate concerns.
Well, I think you're right about reparations in terms of if people want it, though, what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where was the beginning of the supply chain? That was in Africa. And when across the entire world, when slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce, was the British. In Great Britain, they abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, We need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages. Absolutely, that's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
It's an interesting discussion, Hillary. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll continue to discuss.
How dare you, Negro? How dare you? How dare you let this white woman across the pond say what she just said? FBA, ADOS, Friedman. This just proves they listen to y'all. If anybody ever says, who the hell takes FBA, Friedman, and ADOS serious, play them this clip. This white woman heard for years FBA, Friedman, and ADOS complain about how Africa and the kings along the western shores sold their people into slavery. And now they're going to try to rewrite history, make their part in it negligible, and put it all on these African kings and village elders. We not finna do this. No, ma'am. Don Lemon, you know better. Sir, you know better. But it's expected because you are a...
You are a double coon.
That's right.
Fancy coon. Fancy coon.
You goddamn double coon you. How dare you, sir? You should have checked that white woman the second she said 2,000 naval officers tried to stop the trade. Are you insane? Ma'am, whatever your name is, Miss Fordwich, they didn't stop it. They were protecting it. Unless you're about to tell us Britain had a whole bunch of pirates that they sent out to actively stop themselves from making money off slave trade, we're not going to try to change narratives here. Because I will give the white woman credit on this. She recognizes what's about to happen in the UK. See, with the Queen dying, and I said this last week, with the Queen dying, this is an ample opportunity for Caribbean and the African nations to get on code and get their reparations. What the UK likes to do is not recognize that there's a lot of on code people over there that do not like that crown. And such, they will start making noise about reparations over there. And the one good thing that's going for them, they'll get a lot of support from the Irish, because the Irish don't like the English. So anything to screw them over, they'll jump onto it. She's trying to mitigate those voices coming out now. She's trying to redirect the conversation. Don't you come over here and go to the Buckingham Palace. No, don't do that. That's just daft. You have to go to Africa. You have to go see your great descendants. No, ma'am. Let's just tell it like it is. If your government in the country you lived in profited off black slavery, they are complicit. They are on the hook for that money. If you want to play that game, ma'am, fine. Descendants of American chattel slavery will go to Africa and get their coins, but they're coming for your coins too. Everybody got to pay off. That's just how you going to roll with it. And I'll tell Jamaica the same thing. A lot of us came from Nigeria and that West Coast. Go get that money from them. After you go get the money from the UK. Don Lemon, you can go to hell. Now here we go. Why is there music? Okay, we can't play that. But we'll just show you what he did. Now, he had some food. Look what he did. This is for the new coons. He gave it to a coon. Look at this. He gave the food to a coon. Look at a coon. That coon gone with that food, boy. All right, let's move on.
Father, what's happening?
All right, so this is Marlon Wayans and his kid. Let's see. Still Kevin Trees, big facts. Yep. Thank you. So this is Marlon Wayans and his son. And Marlon Wayans' son asked him to rate his outfits. All right.
How y'all doing?
And we're gonna rate my outfits 1 through 10. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I curse?
Yeah, you're good. Not crazy though. Go.
All right. Those are Rick's, so I'm fucking with the Rick's. Can I say that?
I think
they're gonna cancel your account. Okay. I like the Rick's a lot. So yes, I'll give you about a 5.
Okay.
No.
All right. So here's the next fit.
Yes. All right. I don't like the Scooby-Doo shirt. I like the shaggy pants. Well, I don't know what sneakers those are.
They're the New Balances.
They're 2 white guys, strangers.
All right, rate the fit.
Yeah, 4.
But look at the bag.
Oh, 2. Sorry. That's
Wow.
a Whole Foods.
Okay, outfit number 3.
Ooh, look at them arms. You know what I mean? Based on the arms alone, nigga. Yeah. If I had a giant,
okay, just
I book. That's a 10.
I don't know if
is that weird.
Okay. Marlon Wayans is a national treasure, by the way. I'm just going to say it. He needs to be in a movie that makes $1 billion. I'm just going to manifest it. Let's go to this. Now, this is Ezra Miller, allegedly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hold on one second. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what's... Okay. I'll just say no pictures, but I guess because you have so much going on, yeah, you don't want to deal with that. I want to read this story, but then I don't. It says, ritual killing. 2 brothers cut off a 10-year-old boy's head for ritual. Yeah, nah. Nigeria, y'all gotta do better. Bib is. All right, let's see what the bib is. Now, it's the bib is won't touch grass. I figured because grass is very prickly, they don't like it on their feet. I don't know. Some people said it was because there's something in their DNA that I don't know. It's grass. Enjoy the grass. All right, here we go.
You're with someone who just paid their respects.
So this person just paid their respects to the Queen at Westminster Hall. Let's see what they say.
Look, y'all, they found him one. They found him one.
With me, and Grace has just been inside Westminster Hall, and yet she's...
You mother... Let's maximize the screen, folks. Folk, she got on a whole UK fit. She has on a Union Jack fit.
What is this? Is she crazy? Lady, come on now. All right, say less. Let's see.
You spoke before you went in today because you've been queuing for days. Tell our viewers
You've been queuing for days. So she's been out there trying to go see this casket. Are y'all insane?
around the world what it was like to be in there with the Queen Lion.
Oh, it's really, really emotional. It's so sad. It reminds me of when my mom died in Ghana, and then we all, the family, had to go around and then pay our respects and say farewell to her. So I was really, really, I couldn't contain my emotion. Emotion is something natural. You can't take it, so you have to come out and then if we see in the
I'm glad they cut it off because I was getting annoyed. But I want to see the end of it. I want to see what else she was saying.
so you walk through and you pass and then you bow and then you come out.
So how much time did you get to spend in there after waiting for 2 days?
Because the queue is you don't spend the time. You pass and then you say you bow and then you pay your respect and you go and another come. You are not you stay there.
She got a Union Jack tied around her neck.
That you had with the Queen in the same room.
As I said, I was sad. It's so sad not to see her again. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining.
Lord have mercy. It was so sad. It was so sad. I couldn't. They would not let me jump on the casket. They did not let me do that. They cannot do that. I trust and believe, Miss Reporter Lady. I tried to jump on the casket, but they said no. They said they would throw me into prison if I did that. But I had to stand out there for 2 days. I did not go to work, and then I just bowed. I said a 30-minute prayer within 13 seconds, and then I was out. Did you like the Union Jack that I have around my neck? Yes. Yes. Man, they just make, man. I'll tell folk. Now the funeral is when she died, the 8th. Yeah. So the funeral is on Sunday. Folk. Sunday's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna be at work and I'm gonna be looking on Twitter, and the pictures and videos I'm gonna see. You want to see some comedy, man? These people, boy, I don't get them. People die every day, B. Okay, now we've all seen this. Now,
It's me.
okay.
So I guess everybody's.
So this lady on the screen, folks, this is the lady who put up the video, well, whose video went viral of her, allegedly, they said it was her 12-year-old son destroyed the apartment because she took her phone away, their phone away. Sorry. And people, of course, play Twitter detective, and they said that, oh, her and her man got into a fight. Well, she's come out and explained what happened and how the video got out. Let's have fun.
So I guess everybody's saying they want to know who it is. Okay, so now you know it's me. It's me. It's my son. It's my house. No, he's not 12. It wasn't over a cell phone. He's 15. He's 6 foot tall and he's 270 pounds. So no, I couldn't spank him. We try to clean up as much, but yeah, the damage is real. The window is still broken out. The marble is still broken, not going away immediately. So I don't know what anybody wants from me. My son is mentally ill. I've dealt with this for 15 years, and it just sucks that I trusted someone and they sent the video out, and now everyone is looking at my hurt.
So that's the story. That's the story. I have questions. I have questions. I have questions. Ma'am, why would you put this out? Why did you I understand you recorded this just, probably for insurance purposes and just to, show damage or what happened. Why would you trust somebody with this video? Knowing the age of social media we live in, why would you put this out? Why would you send this to somebody? I'm still trying to that's the part that's racking
It
my
just sucks that
brain more than anything, that you would put this video out. What did you think was going to happen when you put this video out? Do you think people were just going to come cape for you and say, sis, it's going to be okay? I'm trying to figure out what your rationale was for this. Why would you send this to someone? Now, you said you've been dealing with this for 15 years, mental illness of your child. You didn't say that you tried to get him help. Now, if you did, I apologize. But usually if you try to get somebody help with mental illness, people usually mention that. This is, and like you said, this is not over a phone. So what set this boy off? I can't feel sympathy for this. I can't. There were failures all around the board on this. We have, as a community, have to address things like this. You can't put stuff up like this and think people are going to be on your side. It ain't going to work. Now you're going to have defects on you even more now. They're going to take your boy. And yeah, a 15-year-old black kid in the system with mental illness, yeah, he's going to just be a model citizen. You're a parent, ma'am. Regardless if you're a single parent or you're in a marriage, our children are our responsibility, especially when they live in our house. They screw up, we screwed up. We can blame mental illness all we want. At the end of the day, as parents, we're supposed to make sure our kids have the most fulfilling life possible. We have to be able to move hell and heaven to make sure our kids do not suffer. I'm not giving you a pass on this, man. Your son, and whoever in your house need to all go sit down with a therapist and figure out what's going on, because there's something going on in that house that sets this kid off. But we're going to move on, because I don't want to see her face no more. Here you go.
How long we've been fighting for him? How long we've been taking on these interests? From the time I got to the Senate 720 years ago. I'm serious. Think about it. I say to some of my colleagues.
Oh, this motherfucker. I hate Biden. The hell with you, sir. You a scumbag. 720 years ago. Shout out to him. Hey, now this is in response to Little Mermaid. And white boys, they really hate Little Mermaid.
Matt Walsh is a piece of S. But they said, keep talking shit about the little damn mermaid. We're gonna remake everything. As a picture of Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne from What's Love Got to Do with It as a cover for Titanic. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh God. White people. Now they're at a food court stand. I'm guessing this is probably somewhere in maybe Brazil or something, or in Eastern Europe. But she's licking the outside of one of the containers and tasting the food. Film animation art. What the So she just took paper towel, licked it, cleaned it, and then tasted it, and then went back to clean it again. Man. Man. Oh, Lord. White people, man. Yeah, white people. White people. Oh, God. White people. Here we go. So, Ron DeSantis was not playing when he said, since y'all want to have all these sanctuary cities, we're going to put migrants and illegals in sanctuary cities. And we're going to drop them off in Democrat households. So he made good on his threat. He sent migrants to Kamala Harris's residence in D.C., where she lives and works. Let's see.
Breaking news for you. This has been a busy morning already. We are going live to pictures from Washington, D.C., and the latest report is that there have been immigrants by bus dropped off at Vice President Kamala Harris's residence. This is just outside her home. You can see from these pictures dozens, I would say more than 100. I don't know if there are multiple hundreds of people outside on the lawn there, but not a small number of people outside, not the White House, but
Hey, why did you do that? I hate Twitters. I don't know. They got to fix this bug. I don't know why they do this.
Outside, not the White House, but Vice President Harris's home address. You are looking live in Washington, D.C. This is the latest breaking news, potentially another contention between Governor Greg Abbott of Texas and the northeastern cities that he has deemed a home for those who have crossed illegally into the country, getting the attention of the federal government. That's what he says his intentions are, to make sure that they know exactly what border towns along our border with Mexico are actually dealing with. The inundation of people, a lack of resources. Washington, D.C.'s Mayor Venereal has now asked for the federal government to step in. They have not taken any action yet. But, Mitch, this is certainly the sight to see all of these people just standing around on the front yard of the Vice President of the United States.
Yes, this is the Naval Observatory there in Washington.
Say that one more time.
This is the Naval Observatory there, and that is the official residence of the Vice President. So Kamala Harris is living and working there, and these immigrant buses have been dropped off right there. They've been put in her lap, essentially. It seems like this is an increasingly aggressive campaign, not only from Governor Abbott, but you just heard Dre Clark's report about migrants being sent to Martha's Vineyard. Now, that's an island, so he's flying them from Florida on a plane to Martha's Vineyard. Now you have immigrants being dropped off in front of the vice president's residence. The goal of these border governors is to bring this issue home to people that don't usually have to deal with it. Governors Abbott in Texas, Ducey in Arizona, now DeSantis in Florida have been saying for months this shouldn't be just our problem. And in the last 3 or 4 months or so, they have decided it's not just going to be our problem. And you are seeing evidence of that at the Naval Observatory, the residence of the Vice President Kamala Harris right now.
Yes, sir. That's what you get. We've been telling y'all for years. Legal immigration hurts everybody, especially black folks. Y'all didn't want to listen. Okay. Drop them off right at their front step. Handle that. Jamaicans.
You get me? So here I'm call a Uber. So I'm gonna send me cocky. Me too tired. I can't go. So the Uber
We'll start from the beginning.
Yo, people, guess what? My girlfriend just called me and said she wants some sex, but me tired. You get me? So here I'm call a Uber. So I'm gonna send me cocky. Me too tired. I can't go. So the Uber go carry. Remember, I'm telling you, so I carry it in our bag, don't it? So me can't go, but she said send the cocky come. Anyway, I love you. Bye bye.
Okay. Film animation art says Kamala gonna embrace these people with open arms. Nope, she's gonna send them right back. Probably ask Biden and them to sanction DeSantis and Ducey and Governor Wheels over in Texas. But she'll probably take a couple for clean the house and all that. Because Kamala don't know nothing about no fabuloso. But yeah, Jamaican lesbians. All right, say less. Let's end this off. This is funny.
This is right there.
Fair use.
On the back of your copy. This phone number right here is to the court services. Takes about 3 to 5 business days for the citation. Give them a call and they'll explain everything to you.
Okay.
Do you have any further?
Do I have to attend the...
Come on, goddammit. Stop doing that.
15th of August at 9 a.m. at our court. The address is right there on the back of your copy. This phone number right here is to the court services. Takes about 3 to 5 business days for the citation. Give them a call and they'll explain everything to you.
Okay.
Do you have any further?
Do I have to attend the court? I just can pay it because I really...
Once you contact that number, they'll tell you all your options if you can just pay it outright and they'll explain your payment problems.
Hey, Chief.
Have you got a business card?
Yes, sir. Can I step out?
And you're all hot, but what about all these people in there?
I know.
That's the windows for them.
Yeah, I'm trying to crack the window right now, Chief.
Won't you open all the windows so they don't...
No, the thing is, when I ride, the air, the compressor's going to kick in. Yeah. Chief.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be no pain in your hip, but Chief, please, man, I don't want to get grounded. Please, from G-Dot, please. I beg you, Chief.
I get that.
I live in the community. I live right there on 3485. I'm not a bad person. Please, Chief. I beg of you.
I don't think you're a bad... Let me have your business card. I don't think you're a bad person.
No, I just don't want to get...
you're impersonating a police officer.
I don't want to... No, I don't impersonate police officers, sir. That's why I was careful. I present myself on my uniform. Also, I'm a former police in the Bahamas. I don't have nothing to impersonate for.
We need real cops.
I know.
You could apply.
I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to apply for awkward.
Okay.
I don't want to apply for awkward.
If it's hard to find your business card, just what's a good phone number for you, sir? Okay, thanks.
Anytime.
All right, thank you very much, sir. All right, unless you have any other questions, you're free to leave.
Chief.
I want to verify your employment, and I'm probably going to have CID look into this, to be honest with you, to see what you're doing.
I know, Chief.
I don't feel good.
Chief.
Of course, it's great.
Chief, I can show you my LLC. I can show you my LLC right now.
I'll let them handle it.
And also right here.
Yeah.
That's why he was calling my supervisor just now.
All right.
And
Well, that's between you and your boss, okay?
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll do our follow-up, but...
Thank you for telling me I was muted. Sorry. I was getting my daughter lunch and all this, and then I started eating. So I'll just repeat what I said before. That Bahamian cop, hey, sir, you got owned. They don't know what you mean. Film animation art said, wait, they let the guy impersonating the officer go? No. That cop that you saw the body cam, that was I want to say a local cop. I think the cop that was also asking him questions, I think that was a sheriff. I was the one that kept asking him, I want to confirm your identity. They weren't gonna let him go. In the South, they don't play with you trying to impersonate a cop. They don't play them games. But back to this. It said, I'll just read it again. It says, hell, I want a free ticket to sanctuary cities. They offer the best quality of life in all of America. That was back in 2019. Then they said, if you're cheering because Ron DeSantis is trafficking human beings to places like Martha's Vineyard, then you are no Christian. You're an effing piece of ish. And the only solace is that you're going to burn in hell for eternity, which is what you deserve. Folk, let's play the game. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's looking out for his residents. Now, I'm not a fan of his, but he told y'all straight up and down from last year he was going to do this if y'all keep letting migrants in. And y'all kept letting migrants in. So he said, okay, well, I'm going to send them to where y'all at. So he sent them to D.C., he sent them to New York. He flew some of them to Martha's Vineyard. And now you're upset. He's creating sanctuary cities for you. You can follow them, sir. You just owned yourself. But this is what y'all get. But I guarantee you, the shit's going to change after the midterms. I promise you that. And yeah, here we go.
Of Commons. I am deeply grateful for the addresses of condolence by the House of Lords and the House of Commons, which so touchingly encompass what our late sovereign, my beloved mother, the Queen, meant to us all. But I'd like to make one thing straight. Charlie's in fucking charge now, and shit's about to get fucking real. As I stand before you today, I'd like to address some of the tyrannical shit I'm going to do as king.
Yes, sir.
First off, America, we're taking you back. You cunts have been free for far too long. I will not have it. Australia, you're going to become a massive fuck-off prison again. Fuck you, cunts. India, you're safe. We don't really want you back anyway. Also, I'm bringing that thing back where, like, the king gets to fuck your wife the day you get married, if he wants to. That was a cool rule. Anyway, cunts, adios. I'm out of here.
Oh man, the internet is just chock full of content. Chock full of content. And we've come to the end of Twitter things. Oh man, the internet, boy. All right. So before I go, a little bit of a channel update. I think I finally figured out my groove. Now, if you've gone on my page, or when you go on my page, when you look in playlists now, there's a section that says Kid Gravity Politics, and then Kid Gravity Social Commentary. I separated both of them. Excuse me. Because I think it'll send a clear message for my channel that I do both, and you don't have to wade through one playlist just to try to find something that I talked about. And this way, not I'm going to be doing videos every day, just about. I'm going to try to get back on that consistency. Every day there'll be a different video in each one. So Monday I might do a political video. Tuesday I might do a social commentary video, and just keep alternating with that. That way I'm not just focusing on one side. I could keep it balanced. So there's that. Also, I did secure an interview for 2 weeks. A channel that I found, a couple of channels I found. So I have to contact the other one, but I got one today. They're gonna come on, and I'm gonna help him promote his channel a little bit and get his flavor of things going on. Now, I bring that up because, and I don't think he'll get mad at me for saying this, but that's what happened today, folks. Y'all will like this. I stumbled on this person's channel because they were talking about Tariq in the museum. And yes, you guys are getting a peek in my history. But they were talking about the Bucci Bear cartoon, which I'm sure everybody saw by now. Hilarious. And Tariq is a petty motherfucker. But guess who they were talking to, folks? This particular YouTuber. This particular YouTuber was talking to the Pan-African Strikes Back Negro. And me stumbling onto that person's channel, they were in mid conversation with this man, and he dissed FBA. And I just couldn't take it no more. So I'm going to play what he said. Well, not only did he diss Tariq, he also dissed that woman, Nordos. And I just couldn't sit back no more. I jumped in. I think this is where I came in, right? No. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, this is where I came in. Fair use, by the way. So I'll let y'all listen to some of this before I get up out of here.
Goalpost. You're just trying to deflect.
Man, Brandon, you cannot be serious.
Carlos, you're just trying to deflect. We talk.
Now, the channel's name is Anthony, I think it's Anthony Ali or something. Let me see. Yeah, Mr. Anthony Ali. So I'll put the link in the chat of the video.
Talking about niggas in the KKK.
Saying they worse than the KKK is stupid because this is the thing. You say FBA is a lineage, but then let's clear it up once and for all. For you, is it a lineage or is it a group? Which one is it?
Okay, that's the part that pissed me off. He said that FBA was worse than the KKK.
FBA is a group within our lineage.
Okay, so who has FBA killed in the name of, I guess, black supremacy or FBA supremacy? Who?
FBA is the degenerate a portion of our society. So So they kill in the name of the supremacy of their
So the
gang.
person who killed PNB Rock, has he went online and said, "Hey guys, I'm FBA"?
No, the dude.
And this is what I believe.
The dude is FBA. Every degenerate in the black community is FBA.
So that's what you're doing. So you don't really have no grounds. You're just making up bullshit arguments.
You guys have proved. You guys have proved that because you guys listen.
Brandon, are you just salty because of this cartoon, man?
Yep, that's what it is. I just say it. You're mad. You mad a little bit.
Here you guys go. Look, now I'm salty. Listen, bro. You listen, Anthony. You guys exposed yourselves. You listen. This is what niggas do. You give them enough rope, they're gonna hang themselves. You guys exposed yourselves because what you showed to everybody is that even though a motherfucker might be wearing a suit or tie, they still hold the same degenerate mindset as the people in our communities, shooting things up, killing people, and hating and doing this out of self-hatred. You guys expose that you're self-haters. So now you guys get lumped in the same category as the Pookie and Ray Ray, degenerate self-haters that plague our community. That is, and you guys gave it a label called FBA. So now we know that FBA represents the degenerate aspect or segment.
That's just what that's how you interpret it, but that's that's whack, bro. Because what you're basically doing is people who've never ever called themselves FBA in their life. What you're doing is saying these people in the community that sell drugs and kill people, they're FBA. Like,
exactly,
bro. Like, you can't do that and say you cannot.
You guys literally said that this stuff is based on lineage.
No,
right?
I asked you. I said you said it was a group. No, hold up. You said it was a group. So I said, who in the name of the group has killed a black person? That's let's say an immigrant. Name the person.
The people that you guys are aligned with.
Because I could pull up pictures of the KKK hanging black people, so we have evidence.
And I could pull up pictures of FBA killing black
so
folks.
Do they say they're
pull
FBA?
It up?
Did they
pull
say
they're
FBA?
All right, pull it up. I want to
pull it up.
Prove it. They FBA.
Go ahead, kid. Grab
it. Just pull up some pictures of the Crips and the Bloods and all the other.
Sir, if you've done your history on the Crips and Bloods, there's a lot of immigrants in Crips and Bloods. We're not going to start.
Okay.
We're not going to start this.
If you've done your history on the Crips and Bloods, you would know that there's not a lot of immigrants in the Crips and Bloods. You're just saying shit.
Sir, you're talking from someone who's in New York with the Crips and Bloods.
You're talking to someone who's in LA where Crips and Bloods started.
And I saw you get run down on a couple of people.
You didn't see me get run down by nothing.
Sir, we saw the video.
So now we know that you can't. So now we can know that you can't be trusted with your opinion because nobody ran down on me, and that's on video.
Mm-hmm. You sure? Because I saw the video.
Anthony,
Twitter saw the video.
Anthony,
you were begging. You were begging.
Listen, bro.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Anthony, I got ran down on at the.
Bro, they did come up on you. They came up on you, but I mean, if that's what you mean.
We saw you not. We saw you make sure you didn't have a conversation with the black women to air out your opinions. That's what we saw.
When they walked up to me and I said, "What you coming to do?" No, brother, I respect you. Them niggas. I know those dudes personally. Them dudes already.
So instead of calling them black men, you're calling them niggas. Okay.
Hey, listen, bro. Anthony, when we was talking, did those dudes sound like they was coming to try to do something to me?
I mean, we couldn't hear them.
Sir, those brothers did not know what you were gonna do. You were standing there with the camera. So you could have been doing anything. You could have been calling the ops and trying to go get that woman harmed.
And Brandon, you brought a 30-year-old to fight a 60-year-old, bro.
So look. So in 1 minute they ran down on me, but then they didn't do nothing because they didn't know what I was gonna do.
Okay,
exactly.
Dude, you're standing there with a camera. Who do you know? How are they supposed to know you don't have a couple people around the corner? They don't know.
Had that woman with them.
Okay, so what's the problem? So
let me ask you, why did you bring her?
To fight the 60-year-old. That's why. Bro, come on, bro. You're not serious. You is not serious.
So we're gonna go a little forward. I'm gonna get to the part where he started dissing Nordos.
Media. I have a channel called Panhandle Strikes Back.
Are you the guy that was discussing me last night?
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Okay, so you introduced yourself. She knew who you were. So she already changed her attitude based on who you were.
I was quietly recording.
Sir, okay, got that. What I'm saying is she asked you if you were there for the rally. You said no.
I said I'm with the media.
Okay, right. And then you said what your channel name was and who you were. She knew.
She asked me to identify myself, and I told her.
And you said your name, and she changed her attitude based on who you were. She was aware of who you were.
Yeah, because you made a video. You were talking trash about her.
You got down, sir.
I didn't even talk trash about her.
You didn't have to, but if she's seen your content and it's leaning against what she stands for, she's going to come at you in an aggressive manner.
And guess what?
Because she doesn't know what your intent is for there.
Channel 7 has content that leans against what she stands for, and they show up.
Okay, but she can't control Channel 7 because she don't know how they're going to slant. Dude, she can slant, dude. You can slant your videos any way you can, and she can have quicker access to
the media. That's the media. Well, where was I being
sir, let me ask you a question. How long have you had your channel?
Listen, bro. Where I want
I'm
to ask
asking
you
a question, sir.
Where was
How
I
long have you
being
had your
aggressive?
channel?
Can I ask you a question? Where was I being aggressive?
We're gonna keep playing it. Let's see.
Never. Not even one.
This is the one question. I have no more questions.
No, I want to have a dialogue. I'm not answering the
Oh,
question.
well, you don't have to ask.
Everybody, please quiet down. Everyone quiet down. You and I
just have a question.
I are going to
Just
have
me.
a dialogue. You will not endanger my life. That's what you're not.
Now I'm
going to do.
endangering her life.
No, we're going to
Again, she don't know. She didn't expect you there, sir.
Man, stop with the bullshit.
Why would you go on a live?
So if I show, let me ask you a question, sir. If I show up at your house, how are you gonna
But
approach
I wasn't at her house.
I didn't ask that. That's not the question I asked you. I asked you if I show up at your house or where you're at, and
But I wasn't at
no
her house.
warning, no nothing. How am I supposed to approach you?
Dude, you're at a public damn place doing a protest. What the hell are you
But
talking
she
about?
had a permit for that protest, correct?
So what? And I have a
Okay, she
permit.
didn't expect you to be there, right? Did you put your name on a glass list saying that you're going to show up?
Bro, it's a public place. Any citizen can be there.
Okay,
What the
did
hell
you
are you
tell
talking
her
about?
when? Okay, let me ask you this: when she put up that she was going back over there, because I think this was the second or third day, did you tell her you were going there?
No, I don't have to.
That's my point.
What's your point?
She
That
doesn't
I-
know.
that
She
it's a
doesn't
free
know.
country?
She knew from the first 2 days who was there. It was probably the same faces. You just show up out of there. She don't know what you're gonna do.
Man, listen, bro. You trying to reach for some bullshit.
I'm trying to reach for some bullshit. Okay, so if you have a rally or something for 3 days and one of your haters show up on
Anybody
the third
can
day,
show up.
you're not
Anybody can
gonna
walk
be
by.
on the defensive. That's what you're saying.
No,
You're not gonna be on the defensive.
Hey.
No.
Sorry, I'm with my dogs.
Wow.
But anyway, no, you sound dumb, bro. You sound like a nigga that's trying to grasp at straws and
I'm gonna
make
play the
up
rest.
his
I
own
want to
stuff.
see if when it starts to get like aggressive, because right now she's
I
just
never
talking.
got aggressive.
And tell the whole
Let's see.
world, A, that I was running from the Latinos and it never happened.
You ran.
Hey, so hey,
Oh,
wait.
so you
Anthony,
said
stop
that.
it. Wait, stop
Okay.
it. Stop it,
There's
Anthony.
a reason.
So what
There's a
we see right
reason.
there. Wait a minute. So what we see right there is her response and reaction to me was not because she felt like she was in danger. It was her little fragile ego that got hurt by me saying she was running for the Latinos. Nordos is a narcissist. That's what she's an attention seeker. And because I made her look like she was running when I said she was running for the Mexicans, which she was, that her ego got hurt and she had to try to come at me in an aggressive way. Anthony, you're a logical person. You know that's why she came at me like that.
She came at you, in my opinion, because she saw the video. Like she said, she saw the video you did of her, and that's what it was. And I feel that she does have a right to say that, because you did make a video, and you before you even said, you was like, "Oh, I might go up there." You said that in that video the day before you went. So
yeah,
you
because I had an
were
appointment
talking
at
shit
Red,
about her.
I had an appointment at Redstone Firearms where I had to go see about my gun I was buying before Tariq told his FBI friends to try to hold my application for my gun.
Now Tariq is in the FBI.
No, he ain't in the FBI. He worked for him.
Be that as it may, you had to go there. At the end of the day, she saw your video.
So Power 106 is literally one block over from the gun store, which is the only black-owned gun store in LA County.
When did you get that gun?
What?
When did you apply for that gun?
I applied for that gun in September sometime.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I mean, not September, sometime. August. It's I got a 30-day hold on my shit.
No, I feel you. No, I feel you. When can Anthony? Can you tell me when that rally was?
Let's see this video. Let me see the date when I posted it. Okay, so I posted this on August 10th, so it had to be around
August 8th or something.
And when did you apply for the gun?
Dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you asking me all these questions?
I'm asking a question, bro.
Nah, you sound kind of suspect because I've already told you when I applied for it. Hey!
Do you see?
That's all I'm gonna give y'all before I get out of here. That dude's weird, bro. That dude is weird.
But I put the link in the chat to go listen to the rest of it. That dude is off, boy. He is off. But it is what it is. Let me get up out of here and go relax for the rest of the day. I hope all y'all have a safe and enjoyable evening. Take care out there. Stay safe. I'm out. Oh, and by the way, always remember when you see a white supremacist and they doing something foul, always remember to do this.